Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, this is my setup. As you can see, the brain of the setup is the laptop. This is the Asus E410 MA, I think. This is the Asus E410 MA. This laptop here, it's an example of how great a laptop can be for the price of less than $400. This laptop here has two USB-A ports here and an HDMI port. Wait a minute. Yeah, two USB-A ports and one HDMI port and one USB-C port and a headphone jack and the charger. You can't charge from the USB-C port, unfortunately, and it does have a micro SD card slot. This laptop here, the reason I like it is number one, the build quality. The build quality is this is a very light laptop, and the design is great. And the second reason is the specs you get, for the money. You get 4 gigs of RAM, an Intel Celeron N4020 processor, which, for people who like gaming, this is not for you. I'm saying it right now. It does play, you can play light games on here like Minecraft or Among Us or Counter-Strike, or even, you can play War Robots on there, but those heavy Steam games, you're not going to get them. You can play Fortnite on here, but it's not going to be that great. You can always, of course, use a streaming service like NVIDIA GeForce Now for video games and things like that. This laptop for me is for work, and I do play some games on it, but not a lot. This laptop has, I have on here the Adobe Premiere Rush. I don't have the Adobe Premiere Pro, unfortunately. I edit on Adobe Premiere Rush. And it is great for some photo editing like Lightroom and things like that. This laptop, I have it connected, thankfully, because it has an HDMI port. My last laptop didn't have one. It was also trash. So this one is 10 times better than the other one. The other one was basically a glorified Windows tablet with a keyboard. This one has an HDMI port that I can connect straight through the TV when we have class, because this is my setup to study as well, because we study online. Because in where I live in, the coronavirus is at its peak, unfortunately, and we do have to study online, and this is basically my work/studying setup. This is great for when the teacher wants to show something on the screen. I can see it bigger and I don't have to get closer. Although this is a 14-inch screen, by the way. So it's not small by any means, but having access to a bigger screen is always better. I mean, why do you want to have access to a small screen when you have access to a big screen? This is the keyboard here. This is the Fantech K611L. This laptop, this keyboard, has been here for almost a year, maybe more, maybe 2 years. It's it's an RGB keyboard. I don't know if it's mechanical or not. I don't know about mechanical keyboards, but this is like a great design, and it's also nicer to type it on this than type it on the laptop. So when I have access to it when I'm at home, when I'm on the go, it's a completely different setup. I will show you later. When I'm at home, it's nice to have a convenient, great typing experience for the money. This keyboard is also like $20. It's not that expensive. Yeah. And the other thing I have, of course, is a notebook when there's class and I need to take quick notes. It's here. The other thing is those headphones. Those are the Beats SDN13 headphones. Those are not the original Beats, but before you say anything, number one, this video is about affordable setup. It's not about an expensive setup. And the Beats by themselves cost make up 70% of the cost of this entire setup. So these are the Beats SDN13s. Theirs cost $10, but they do have great sound quality for the money. They do have amazing bass, great, highs and lows. They sound great to my ears, I haven't been disappointed. Those are the best sounding headphones I've ever heard in my life, by the way. Those are the best ones I've ever purchased. Those are also the nicest, quality feeling wise. I had, my friend, got me as a gift Beats SDN16s. Those are also not original Beats, but those actually shipped with a battery that had a problem, so the battery did not work and I basically couldn't use them wirelessly. So those, I can use them wirelessly and I can use them with a wire, and I use them mostly with a wire, and I'm going to say why in just a moment, but those are great sounding headphones. I do use them for the wire because number one, When I'm editing videos, this is a lag if I use them Bluetooth, and when I'm making music on the laptop, this is also a lag because it's Bluetooth and Bluetooth lags. And second, because a lot of times I want to use them and I forget to charge them, and so I can't use them. Or else, so if I didn't have the wire, and thankfully this laptop has a headphone jack, and my smartphone also has a headphone jack. These are great for use. So those are basically like on-the-go headphones, and also headphones that I use, when I'm in class, virtual class, or when I'm editing videos or things like that. I do plan on buying different headphones for. I'm thinking about buying different headphones for work and music making and all those stuff, and video games. But these are now my only pair of headphones. So when I buy a different pair, I'll tell you. Now, this is the mouse. I left this one for last just because I wanted to talk about it more. This mouse I actually got as a gift. It's a Mission. I don't know what it's called. It's a mouse. This mouse here, it's wireless. It does have a removable battery, but the downside of that is it's not rechargeable. So the battery here, when it's done. You can't recharge it. It does have a USB stick that you need to plug into the laptop for it to use. The battery on here seems fine. I haven't changed the battery since I've gotten this mouse, and it's been here for almost like 3 months. I haven't charged it. This is how the mouse is. As you can see, this is the interface here. Yeah, and the laptop is also connected to a 32-inch First Star TV. First Star is like a Chinese company. It's not that famous. I tried to look their name up on Google. I failed. This TV, they haven't even written the resolution on the user manual, so I don't know what the resolution of it is. It looks like it's 1080p, but it has, a great screen in my opinion. It looks better than the screen on the laptop. You can also modify the colors with the remote control and things like that, like you can on other, modern TVs. This cost $130, and this is convenient for me. If I upgrade in the future, I will tell you, but right now this is great for me, and I'm low on money, so I can't upgrade to 4K TVs, and I think for someone that is, low on cash and can't spend money on TVs and still needs a good one, this is a good TV here, even though they don't even haven't written resolution on here, but it's great TV. It has great colors, and you can modify it and things like that. It's not smart, but that's okay. I don't care. There are smart TVs that are selling for $200 or things like that, but I don't feel the need to upgrade, and I don't need a smart TV anyways. I just need a bigger screen to watch movies and things like that. So, when we do need to watch channels, TV channels, we have another TV in the living room, but this is my work setup, and I just need a bigger display. So this is basically, the setup that fills the needs for me, all the needs. And another thing I have is an iPad. You don't need an iPad. You can get fine with almost everything that I do on an $80 Android tablet or $100 Android tablet, a decent Android tablet that is cheaper than its iPad. And the thing that I can prove it to you is there are 2 newer generations of this iPad. This is the iPad 6th generation, but there's the 7 and the 8th. And the 7 basically has the same processor, but just a bigger screen. And the 8th one had the Apple A12 Bionic processor, but this hasn't slowed down on me since. It's running on the iPad OS, the latest version of it. Let me see, what is the version of it? Yeah, it should be. Software version is the iPad OS 14.2. It's running, great for me. I don't know if it's the latest version, but it's great. So there you have it. This is basically my setup, and I also here do have the i12. Those are not original AirPods, but AirPods are getting expensive near I live in. So the i12s basically are the same thing. The AirPods have a better sound quality, but those have great sound quality for the price. And when it comes to saving money, those are the way to go. If you want truly wireless earbuds for working out, things like that, you could get other cheap ones. You could get the Raycons. But those, I don't feel the need to upgrade again. Those are great for me. Those are like $12, and for that you get a great, amazing sound quality. And they also connect, like the AirPods, to the iPad. I don't know what is this wizardry that is going on in here, but let me show you to tell you that I'm not lying. So if I open them up here, it should basically pop into the iPad. So you do have to remove them from the case. As you can see here, I have to remove them. Let's turn on. Unfortunately, they're not I just realized I haven't charged them, so these are empty. I need to charge them for them to work. But when I do charge them, I'm planning on making a separate video on them to show you guys that they can indeed, you know. Oh yeah, they just popped up. They just popped up right now. So sometimes it just takes time, but it just popped. They just popped up. Sorry guys, this is just a mistake. They just popped up, so I can connect them and listen to music, do whatever. Yeah, this is basically my setup. This is the multi-tool. I forgot to show you to you guys. This is the multi-tool. I have it in the keychains. This is a used. This knife has been through a lot of uses. I actually got this one used. It was like $15. It was cheap. No, maybe even less. Maybe it is like $10. Maybe even less than 10. And maybe it's like 5. But this is a great multi-tool. You know, for the price. You know, look what you get. You get a knife here. Just pop it off. You get here a knife. You can, you know, it's nice for fixing things. It's just a multi-tool. I don't want to show you all the things that this has, but it's great. Be careful not to cut yourself with it though. This is a pen for writing stuff. It's a decent pen. I don't put a lot of emphasis on pens, but it's a nice one. Yeah, so this is my setup. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. What's up YouTube? Today in the video I'm going to be showing you guys how to build the perfect work setup in my opinion for, you know, the price of $400 to $500. Now this is a cheap price for a great setup like this in my opinion, and most of the price comes from the laptop, which is the brain of the system. So yeah, let's do this.